Go look her up.
Oh, that's cool.
Owns the Walmart. She's like the richest woman in the world. Alice Walton. Yeah, she lives here from Fort Worth.
Now, does she just own that
Like
particular Walmart? Like, I don't know if Walmart's
every
you know
Walmart
how
there
they have
is,
franchises.
Alice Walton them are the owners of it. Alice Walton. Her father passed away, inherited to
Hi,
her.
baby.
Just go look on Google and see who's the richest woman and who's the owner of Walmart. I done a lot of work with her, guys. So that's why I don't really be posting a lot because I'm really around people that they know. It started from Facebook, but yeah, all the WalMarts and Sam Clubs. Amen, Susan. Yeah, they donate to us. I got good sponsorships with these people, very good. So that's why I always got to conduct my composure. That's why like a lot of videos go on private, so I have to edit them. So I got to be very professional, even with you guys. That's why I don't really respond to all the nonsense from khaki pants and stuff like that. I got a image to uphold for them and you guys. So back to the content, guys.
What?
Um, I was Hymns questions, guys. Questions. Let's get it started. Hymns, do you know where we hey man, Susan. Hymns, did you listen in from yesterday where we left off? Or you have
Um,
insight?
I don't really have any updates myself. I've been kind of in and out today. It's just like super busy. Trying to get prepared for my new job. I've just been super busy.
Congratulations.
Um, yes, finally. I've been unemployed since November, so finally have a job. It's not as much money, but that's okay. It's a foot in the door. That's the way I look at it. These days, just having a job is like a plus.
Oh,
I thought about, just kind of, can I get some food? Can I throw up my Cash App and, maybe get the mold out of my house? And I'm sorry.
oh, it's fine.
One of E's um, people keeps asking him to put her Cash App up because she's got mold in her house and has lost her pets and stuff. And I think he's been kind of ignoring her because every time he goes live, she's asking for her Cash App to be put up. I'm thinking maybe I should just start becoming an e-beggar or something. Second job. I'll moonlight anyway. It's easier to find a job when you have a job. Yeah, there you go, Todd. That's true. Very true. Great advice. So I don't really have a lot of input. I don't have a lot of the behind the scenes stuff myself. Um, so I'm not as up on it as what Essence was or is. Um, I understand that she's in good hands. That Angela's in good hands. But that's about the best that I have. Well, thank you, Midwest Mom and Nocturna. Funky, I do have to say thank you so much for jumping in and explaining that was chopped up. I'd seen a post from. I always call her my groupie. I'm sad I didn't get to catch the devotion or devoted came and visited you. She's got me blocked, so I wouldn't have been able to see anything she said. But I'll say devoted is like my groupie. Um, I call them lemmings, the followers over there. And I had seen that she asked what lemmings were one day, and then she started calling us lemmings. So every once in a while, I say she takes my word, so I say she's like my little groupie. Um, but I'd seen that she had posted over on the TikTok about um, the shock collar thing, and I brought it over and posted that, that there was a lie that was posted over in TikTok. And then I woke up this morning and seen that there was like an audio clip, and I'm like, oh, please tell me this is not true. Um, and I never I kept thinking, the only thing that I could think of was maybe you were away or something, and maybe Essence wasn't up on the panel, because I couldn't see that just happening and nobody said anything. It just seemed too out of the norm, for anything that I'd ever seen go on in here. And you probably seen me posting things like that too, because it was like I didn't want anybody to think I was bashing you. It was just like that. It just didn't make sense. Um, I've gotten to know you and your wife, and even seeing Essence and stuff up here, and seeing the folks in the chat, and it was just like I'm surprised that even no one in the chat would have been going off. But I didn't, the streams are so long that I didn't have time to like try and go back through and try and figure it out. I just kind of kept trying to watch to see how things were going through the day. So when I seen that you got on earlier and had your stream, I was just like, oh, thank God. I was so relieved. So I appreciate you getting on and explaining that. That was, for those of us that do appreciate you having this platform and everything, for for everyone to be able to come together and and voice their opinions and grievances and displeasures, and have that opportunity to talk, because so many people were banned and blocked and everything else from the lives, and that had just valid questions when they would see things going on over there. You gave a lot of us the opportunity to talk it out, come up with ideas, maybe formulate plans. Yeah, sure, there was some speculations and hypotheticals and things like that, but there was also a lot of answers and stuff going on. Um, I wasn't always in, but I would, I'd pop in and listen here and there. And there was lots and lots of good stuff going on in here. So I wanted to I'm sure I speak for a lot of people, that you just did a lot of good for us. I know you don't take credit for doing anything, um, but I hope that you can take credit for that, because you gave us that platform, and it's very much appreciated.
Thank you so much for that. Just like I said, everyone in this chat that brought in their evidence, sent emails, text messages, other social medias, even the Reddit, like everyone contributed a major part to where someone had the good gracious, like enough to like go and get her. Like I said, anyone could have, because she's not under his care or like anyone's authority. So the stranger that cared about her could have went and grabbed her and took her to treatment. Like got her out of that situation.
And the chat's kind of echoing things that I was saying. Um, Jane the Teach. I'm at every live stream here, and I don't remember hearing anything like what Little Boots posted. Um, Essence is saying that she was in agreement. Um, Someone's saying, Essence, get up here and take over. I agree. Um, Barbara Mars, never seen it said. And Jerry Gilbert, we have class. I agree. Um, Annette, he takes everything out of context and amplifies things 1,000 times the reality. Oh yes, we've been seeing lots of that, haven't we? um, Bygone, I think he used AI to create the clip. No way did someone say that. I think Funky, if you caught his live earlier, by Gone, he was saying how he took like bits and pieces and clipped things together. I think he said he was going to either show that or kind of discuss that more in detail. So I thought that was kind of cool. Um, Jerry Gilbert said, I was here, told them to get back on topic, no self promotion. And Gypsy said she'd self promote if she wanted to. Um, Midwest Mom of Two. Is that stream still up? Because I went to bed apparently before it happened. Um, Kim Hansen, really good point. I feel this platform is kind of therapy for all of us. Absolutely. I think that's a really key point, Kim. I agree. I think a lot of us felt that way, especially with the frustration going on, with what was going on over there in that area. um, Looks like there's still some concerns going on there. TW16 is concerned that A is alone in a room or with people. Concern is she may be in the same situation as before, but with different people. Um, to my knowledge, she's with professionals. She's not just alone in a room, from what I'm understanding. So if that helps any TW, um, that has been voiced very clear. She's not just with random people, not with other YouTubers or anything like that. She's with some professionals. Um, I think I actually heard Essence even explaining that last night. Essence, you might want to pop up here, and you probably help field some of those a little bit easier than I can, because you have a little bit more knowledge of that than I do. um,
Yeah, and the guy like khaki pants, little boots, everything. We know we got a million some names, and now it's like people's like the stuff that I harped on earlier. Funky with the credit. Even if I did do that, I don't want no credit for it because at the same time, anyone could have did it. But there's only so much I can do because I'm from Texas. I have a family, and I have other jobs to do as well as my wife, my son with speech therapy. My kids with sports, summer track, and stuff like that. So, people want to, like on that situation. So basically, and now y'all can see he's sending everyone after me. Funky did this. He took her. He's trying to get her with you can see the whole layout now, and all his dweebs are over here and stuff like that. And I just encourage all of you guys not to listen to it. It's not true. It just goes to show you how of a sick and twisted world perspective this person has. Um, what is your damage? I'm sorry for saying it, but I just like it just shows you like and like I said, I wish his subscribers can get over here and just listen to everyone in this chat. Everyone in this chat is smart. We don't have any nonsense over here, and everyone here has been invested in Ace since the beginning. So everyone's point of views are the same. Some may not be, but they equal up. And they just need to see the truth. I still believe the people that still support him and stuff are good people. It's just how do you not how are y'all not able to see this? And then the stuff that he says online on live about her, you know, uh it's it's uncalled for whenever you're allegedly trying to do for this person.
Hi, Siest.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
No, please do, especially if it's me. Shut me up. Sometimes people have to do that.
I just wanted to come up here and give my thanks to Mr. Funky and Mrs. Funky for providing this platform for us. It's been a really wonderful thing in my life because I care so much about this situation that's been going on and have been following it for so long and really never had anyone to talk to about it. besides my child, who has also come to really care about our queen, as I like to refer her to. Um, so thank you so much for providing this platform for all of us, and especially for me. It's been a really great outlet, and I really care about you guys and appreciate everything that you do. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Samora. We love you. You know, I don't have any words because I honestly know how y'all feel. It's like my wife can really harp on it, but y'all know how much appreciative I am of y'all. And the words you just said to us, Samoa. But you know, I express that every night to you guys. You know, I'll never want nothing more, nothing less. Just for everyone that cares about this situation so much, and all the people that's been silenced, blocked from channels, giving their exact input on the situation and how things are really being done, and people overlooked it. So why not bring a channel for you guys to speak? And that's all I ever cared about. You know, so I never cared about nothing else. There's no notoriety on me. If there was, then all of his subscribers would come over here and subscribe and all that. You know, I haven't gained anything from this other than the knowledge. It's a sad situation and a couple of hundred subscribers. You know, like everything else, I don't really care about none of that. I care about you guys' opinion and how we can help in the situation. If you guys ever needed anything from me, money, anything I wanted, if you needed my help in your community, I'm there. I don't care how away. I love you guys. I don't even know you guys. You know, like that shows a lot. I get back, like even though it's like Funky's not in on the panel sometimes, I see people's concerns, but it's like 99.9% of uh y'all are more like saw on this situation than I am. There's a lot more that y'all know than that I don't know, you know, because I just so happen to have a woman that I do with the same name. So that's how that happened. And I was probably like years behind. So that's why I kind of sit back and learn from you guys. You know, they're like, why Funky's not on here? Because I said it from day one. I made this for you guys. You guys can get up here, speculate, just keep it classy and no names. Nothing more, nothing less, you know? And who would do that? What YouTuber would do that? A fully monetized channel, like I said before. Bunch loads of subscribers. Just everything. You know, we're about to get back our new channel with the 300K subscribers, and all y'all will be back on there too. And I'll open that panel to you guys as well. Start the podcast for you guys as well. All that. Who does that? You know, no one does that. You know, that's just goes to show you I genuinely love and care for you guys, and I appreciate that. But y'all see what's going on, so it may seem like it's kind of about me, but it's not. It's just how people are trying to switch the narrative to Funky, which everyone here knows like that has nothing to do with Funky. You know, like I don't ever want this to be about me. This is just a channel, so of course you're gonna hear Funky, 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 Funky because that's where this is going on. You know, to help get rid of this person, make sure A never goes back under his care or anywhere around him or anyone else from like exploiting her. You know, and that's really all I have to say about that because I kind of want to get away from that, but I had to respond to you guys, and a lot of y'all been waiting for my reply, but you know it's never about me, like ever. It's about your guys' opinion. You guys get the credit just as much as the person that went and got her. Just like I said, because anybody could have went and got her because she's under no one has rights to her. Only one that has rights to her is herself. You know, so you know, give it up for you guys. I love all you guys. I see all the love in the comments. I love you guys tremendously, and yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
can you drop the StreamYard link?
Drop
I
the link, please.
I did.
Very well. Very
Sorry, I
well.
didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I'm saying stuff like, and then especially when I see things about the Pittsburgh Steelers, I gotta reply. Yes, that's my favorite team, guys. Um, yeah, my picture is the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys. You know, sorry about that. They were asking, but every other thing in the comments were just outpouring love and support, and we thank you and we love you guys. You know.
Do you have it set for 10 people, Funky?
Yeah, I just put the link in the chat. I think I'm
I
gonna
just
do it.
want to make sure because Essence had said that she tried to get on and it said it wasn't live. I just wanted to make sure
My link's
it
not
was still set for like the 10 people on chat. Because if not, I'll hop off so that way other
No,
people can
no,
jump on.
watch this.
That's fine. You're fine. No, would you? Oh my God, would you stop that?
While you guys are figuring that out, I just want to say that I am not an ass kisser, if I can say that on here. I'll call out anyone and everyone if need be. I mean, I trust people until I have a reason not to trust people. If I ever hear anything that is not appropriate to be said, I don't have a problem stepping in and saying something. It doesn't mean that anybody's going to listen to me, but I'll stand up for anyone if they deserve to be stood up for. But I also have no problem calling people out if they need to be called out at the same time. So I just want to make sure that everyone knows where I stand with that. And that's all I have to say about that. Oh, and I love you guys.
And this is why we love you.
Give it up
Oh,
for
yes.
us. She made her way in here. Are you there, girl?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
You now.
So for some reason, okay, hold on, y'all. Because I had to do it on my laptop. So okay, can you still hear me?
Yes.
You can. Okay, you can hear me. All right, hold on.
There you
Let me do something real fast. Okay, keep talking. Hello?
We can hear you. We
You can hear me?
I can
Okay.
hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you
I
hear
can
me
hear
now?
you. Is there like a sorry, is there like an echo on my end, guys?
Not that
No.
I can.
Okay, good. All right. Hi. Now that that's out the
Hello.
way. I want I'm sorry if you were talking. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Hello?
No, the chat is yours.
No,
Sorry,
I'm talking.
my kids keep coming in and out. So I'm just going to kind of play intermediary between the panel and the chat for now. I'm just going to
Okay.
be on mute.
Okay. I was I don't know. I didn't plan on coming on here. And I was trying to keep up with the chat, but then I was listening to you, Hems Nasty, and I agree. I'm kind of winging it to get tonight, guys. I usually come with my little notepad and pen. But I agree with what Hems Nasty was saying. I was thinking that I know there's people in the chat that are not on Reddit and that there's people in the chat that are on Reddit. So my initial thinking was that it was one of those nights whenever I wasn't on. And then Funky has reiterated that, which we all saw, where he took Donald Trump and someone else, and I wouldn't put it past him that Angela, on that one video on TikTok where she was asking for money, she was very calm and very clear. I can't say for sure that wasn't her, but we know for a fact that Trump wasn't saying, "Oh, we support such and such," So I think it's just very, we have to be very careful and mindful of the things that we do say. Of course, we could say anything. I'm sure AI could take my voice and say, I love such and such or whatever if it wanted to. But we don't want to seem like we're any lesser of intelligence than the enemy per se. For sure. Yes, he is, Jerry. Well, he's been doing that with them for a long time. Jesus is love. I agree, Wendy City. I think some other people could benefit from hospital stays. And there is a clear distinction that, you know, Funky Town is not Reddit. A lot of us have came over here from Reddit. Some people, you know, enjoyed the content over here. Some people not so much from Reddit. And then there's a lot of people here that are not from Reddit, and they came because of that specific channel. So I don't want to say anything bad about either one of them. I feel like Reddit has been very instrumental in gathering evidence and resources and, you know, great minds and having conversations. And then it was like Funky Town is the catalyst, really, at the end of it all, to have this space where we can all come together, whether it's venting. So I can go to see it. I just want to know where to find the live so I can. Midwest Mom, what live? I'm sure I missed a lot. I'm sorry. Yes, Funky Town is not affiliated with any other channel, or like I said, it's not affiliated with Reddit. But he definitely provided a platform that is non-monetized, for us to come together and vent about what is going on. And tons of us have made reports, have blown up our storage and had to pay for more storage on our devices to collect data. I think in relation to where our friend is now and, you know, any status updates and stuff, we're kind of at the mercy of where she is and information. So I think it's just best that we don't discuss it and we just allow time to reveal all things. And in that situation, because yes, Beach Girl. And in that situation, because of how sensitive it is, there's really not a lot that can be said, right? Because we still want to protect her privacy. She is, hey, Barbara, she is with professionals. And so for them, they do have, you know, HIPAA obligations. They do have, what is it called? They're mandated reporters. They have a different set of rules that they have to go by. So just as long as we don't see her on YouTube in the next couple of days, that's it. I mean, because,
Agree.
you know, you can't. And maybe the planning could have went a little bit differently. But I think that there was the impression that things would run a little bit smoother, and they hit some hiccups in the road, and that's okay. You know, I applaud Funky Town for saying, hey, don't send me any Angela donations, because he could have easily just did that and acted like they were going. And then the ones that he did receive, he sent them over. He put a post up today to show you guys, hey, Tanina, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm so glad you're here. Read my comment above. You're suing for a new phone. Well,
Okay,
oh
Jerry.
man, we should get on that. You guys get those emails about those massive lawsuits where it's a whole bunch of people in there. Come on, Hens Nasty. Let's create this lawsuit and have everybody sign their name. I'll give you
Chat
that.
GPT is gonna be busy here in a minute. I got my Chat GPT up now. I've got a paid subscription.
Yeah, I will just drop your emails below. I'll let you know what my attorneys say. No. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Please
you
don't.
you can be my paralegal.
Just add that to my long. Yes, a clock size. Thank you, Kitty Lover. Thank you. I'm like, what is this thing called?
Mental distress, yes.
Yes. It's so much. Man, this chat is jumping, and y'all aren't just
Can
putting
I
like
can I add
one
can
word
I add
sentences. So
devoted
please.
to it?
Hmm?
I'm adding devoted to it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. We
my little
should.
groupie.
Matter of fact, all of his subscribers, just loop them all in there. Somebody's got something. We're coming for it all. Mm.
Oh, goodness gracious. What a
You know,
crazy,
Clara,
crazy
I
time.
believe it. I absolutely believe it because Jessica looks very much like someone else we know. I don't know. Hopefully, somebody's learned their lesson. That's what I'm hoping.
Yes.
Can't just be running around hoarding people. Would they be allowed to give her letters or cards for her to read? Any idea of maybe not now, but eventually?
That's not a bad
I can check
idea
into
at some
that. That
point.
is a
Yeah.
good. I can definitely check into that.
I think she would probably love that too. It's a way of not having to be on camera, but knowing that she has support and people that are supporting her, cheering her on, loving on her, and she's not even having to be on the camera, having to worry about her looks. Because you know, there's always been one thing that's always kind of frustrated me is how she was always criticized about her looks. I don't care if she wanted to put lipstick on her eyelids. I don't care. If that's what she likes, let her do it. I don't care. If she is pretty, it's pretty. So, if she's not on the camera and we can send her some stuff to just tell her that we're thinking about her, we're proud of her, things like that, I'm all for it. Yeah. Like maybe set her up a P.O. box or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Bygone. I will definitely look into that and see what information I can get.
I'm sorry if I rambled on.
No, you're good.
I didn't like get that out the other night. But I heard, I heard some, that I one of the nights when I was listening and not like chatting, I think I was playing Elden Ring or something, but I heard some people criticizing and saying how they would like for her to dress and things like that. And it was like kind of like just like fingernails on a chalkboard. Um, I think it was a repeat I was listening to, but anyway, that was my 2
Yeah, I
cents.
listened to that one too, and I believe that one is the one that the content that was posted on
Mm,
the Q-Tips page came from that
oh,
one. So that's why whenever I saw it, I was just thinking that Funky was, somewhere in the background and had missed it. So
so I didn't hear the collar part, but I heard the clothing stuff, and I think I just like turn it off because it's like I can't. I kept wanting to respond, and it's like it was a repeat, and I couldn't, and it was just like this is the parts I don't like because I hated that. I mean, that's a strong word, but I totally loathed it when he would do that kind of stuff, and he would like say things under his breath. And I loved it when they were on the canal that one night and he criticized her and she says, "Well, then why don't you do it the way it makes you happy?" And I was like, "You go, girl. You tell him." Because I was always saying that.
yeah, I mean, she had to get her little wins where she could, like the little things. I'm always gonna go back to the
Oh,
thing,
that's cool, Jerry.
the
He
thing
said, "I've
about
got
September.
Angela some earrings for her card." I'm so sorry. I just seen that comment. I did not mean to interrupt you, Essence. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. I just seen that comment. It was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool."
Yeah, hopefully we can get a PO box and she can be receptive to those things, or hopefully the transition will be really quickly. And I know most institutions can receive mail. So it would depend on what, but I'll definitely see what I can find out on that.
Do you know if she's being receptive to that transition? I don't know. I don't know how much you can say and how much you cannot say. I thought I would ask.
At this moment, she is in compliance.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's all. I mean, because the goal is if nothing else to at least keep her within her, I guess, getting her through to at least September, because I know that was her goal. Her goal anyway. So that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, because coming out of such a horrendous situation, like when everything goes public about the conditions and
Good grief. I don't know if you just heard that. That was a loud clap of thunder if you heard that. Sorry.
no, I had that earlier going on here. It was like a lot of thunder and lightning, but no rain. It was scary.
I
It was
just
like
shook my house.
a lot going on. Right now she is Susan. Before her thing is you can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do, and especially when it's an addiction. Did you say she is compliant, D? Right now she is. So hopefully hopefully that momentum can be sustained. There's people that come from, think about it, like you're coming from this extreme destitute situation of being on the streets, sleeping on sidewalks, and then someone comes up to you and they're supplying all of your needs. If you say what physical things, tangible things, right? You say what you want or need or whatever, and they just supply it to you. So it's kind of like you've stepped up a level in terms of like lifestyle, like you've advanced. It's not much. And the emotional abuse that happened within that space, the mental thing that happened within that space definitely overshadows the tangible things. So now if you're in a space where you have access to the tangible, but the emotional and mental abuse is not happening, I'm trying to like paint you guys a picture so you can see, like, people are going to be resistant whenever they're constantly being met with like when she was going to the facility, she was being forced. When she was in the situation with Q-Tip, she was being forced. But she knew, okay, it's like a dog that's being abused and they're in a kennel, but they get food during the day. Like, they're going to wag their tail whenever they see you. But then when you're not around, the dog is going to be oppressed and depressed because they're still stuck in this cage. And I'm not saying in no way, form, shape, fashion am I making a comparison. I'm just painting you a picture of emotions and structure, and I'm trying to get somewhere with it, but I might not be doing the best. Yes, Susan, it's going to be an uphill battle for sure, but she is surrounded by people that genuinely care about her and want the best for her, and not the best for her when it comes to $50 plates, or not the best for her when it comes to Goodwill shopping and Walmart shopping trips. Not the best in relation to that, but in relation to stabilizing her medication, in relation to having therapy, having a psychiatrist give you the right meds. And if it's not right, then you get to switch it. Somebody is monitoring it. They're monitoring progress. They're having conversations about, goals, short-term goals. They're holding her accountable and supporting her to meet those short-term goals. And then there's, a little bit longer term goals for the overall bigger picture.
Right.
No, Debbie, that's why I just stopped what I was saying. And it doesn't matter, guys. It really doesn't matter in the sense of we can say all the factual things that we want. We can say we can get all these different expert opinions and professionals to come on and do interviews. I can interview and relay information to you, but Q-Tip is still going to cherry pick our content apart to try to make it look like we are less intelligent or less professional or less caring or less empathetic or less, I don't know, knowledgeable than him. We're always going to be painted as it's always going to be our fault.
Right.
Our fault and Teresa's fault.
And I wanted to, if it's okay, Debbie had made a comment, and Debbie, I hope we didn't take my response too negatively. She had mentioned that she'd like to see her get a pedicure and her hair done and everything. And I had just kind of made a response. It's great to say that, but not we can't assume that that's what she would want. And the reason I had said that was because we have seen a lot of things kind of be pushed on her by viewers and stuff before, about like her nails and her hair and her makeup, and she obviously didn't much care about it because she didn't maintain her hair most of the time unless he did it. Same thing with her makeup. It didn't get done the way that viewers wanted it done unless he did it, and things like that. That was the only reason I had made that comment. I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. I think that's something to kind of maybe take into consideration, that sometimes we need to, I don't know how to say it gently, because I don't want to upset anybody, is just kind of remembering that she's not like, I guess what people would consider normal. She's been out on the streets for over 20 years, and that's what she's known. So trying to take her from that atmosphere and bringing her to a completely different world. It's almost like taking an inmate that's been inside a prison, where they're given all their food and they have a routine of the same clothes and everything for 20 years, and then taking them from that sheltered environment and just letting them loose to a whole new world that they've never seen before. They don't know the rules. They don't know, they've never seen a cell phone. They've never been to certain restaurants. They don't know the different music that's out there because they didn't have those opportunities. Saying, here, be normal, and that's pretty much what happens to them. And believe it or not, they call that institutionalized, and then they have a tendency to want to go back to prison. They'll do things to literally go back to prison because that's what they find is normal. It's not normal to us, but it's normal to them. And I think I feel like that's one of the things that's kind of made her keep wanting to go back to her corner, because that was normal to her. I think that she got a little taste of what we call normal. So maybe that will help this transition a little bit for her. So maybe she will start to like to get her nails done and hair done and stuff like that. But I think it's going to take a little time. But I like those ideas.
We definitely didn't get here overnight. And guys, I'm not going to paint this pretty picture. It's going to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be rough. But the difference in this time being rough in comparison to any other time is that if I still have feedback when I'm muted, Where are you, CS? Is CS on him?
Yeah, she's here.
I'm right
okay.
here.
No, I don't hear you. I didn't even know you were on.
I see her disco
It's
ball.
okay. I'm just trying to figure out all my problems and restarting and all that, and I was just listening. I didn't want to interrupt anything.
Yeah, you're good over here. I don't hear you, but I mean, you're on my laptop. My setup is a little bit different tonight, you guys. But.
Okay, people are saying I'm fine now, so I don't know what I did, but I guess I'm fixed. I'll go back to being muted unless I need to come in.
Okay, we appreciate you.
You never need to come in. Just come in when you want to.
Yeah, just tell me to be
Well,
quiet.
yes, that's what I mean. But I'm trying to read the chat and listen at the same time, so I'll definitely step in to say something if I want to. Thank you.
Okay. Is I was saying it's not in the beginning. It is gonna be a while. I feel like this is a last chance at getting the professional help that she needs. I'm hoping that they will also get. Yes, Marie. That's why it's important to have a collective team around her, and she does. And there are people that have been in this particular field from a professional position for a long time. So it's not like somebody, Barbara, you're leaving? You just got here. It's not like people that just, that feed people on the streets and now all of a sudden they're an expert with people that have mental issues. No. These people have experience, they have an education, they've been around a diverse group of people with different illnesses, with different addictions and things like that. So when you get into that space, you have to have a lot of patience. You have to have a lot of grace. You have to have a lot of compassion. And if you've never did that before and your first person taking underneath your wing is our beautiful, lovely friend, you wouldn't be able to sustain it, and especially wouldn't be able to sustain it by yourself. He says the client next time. Yeah, there's no. But so these people have these experiences and they can rally around her. They can also advocate for her because they know about the system. They know how the system works. So again, it's not going to be a pretty situation in the beginning, but it's going to be a lot better because she knows that she has genuine, authentic people there to help her, to support her. It's like when people go to NA and AA, they say one of the first things you got to do is you got to get a sponsor. So in this situation, she has like a little cabinet around her to help her, get to where she needs to be. And then if she's having a bad day, that's the thing that I think sometimes we take for granted, is that you and I and the rest of the people, like in the chat and stuff, we have people around us, like we have people at our jobs, we have people in our neighborhoods. Some of us have really good families. Some of us have people. Yes, Hims Nasty, they do. They use Kool-Aid. We have people that we call family, but they really are friends. Now, this lady in particular, she didn't have any of that. There was the one lady that was out there in the streets with her as well, Tina. And, she said she'd been friends with her for 20 years. But, like, friends can make you or break you. It's like I tell my kids, you got to choose your friends like you choose your fruit. And if you know how they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So now that she's connected, like she's into the plug now of people that have resources, that have time, that have education, that have different qualifications, that this experience for her will be completely different than any other experience where she's been admitted, because she's never had that around her. Midwest Mom said, did anyone see his video earlier where he was calling out for talking about her hot flashes? Yeah, talks about right, exactly. Toys. Hey TG, about having accidents in his car. about just 3 teeth, just terrible things. And I
Yeah,
absolutely agree,
he said
TJ.
something about not showing that they be showing intimate moments and stuff, and I wanted to say, yeah, like showing buying other women's underwear, used panties, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
His people are so stupid because they just believe everything he says.
When he did that, yes, I was so mad about that too, Kitty Lover. I seen where guys, I dropped this in the chat, but I just want to remind us all to not use names, okay? I know most of us know by now, but just in case. Just in
Had I
case.
done that?
No.
Okay.
No, I just
making sure.
because I usually come on with my little disclaimer, but I can't. I don't know why. I don't know if it's that this channel is still new. I don't know. When I hop off of here, I need to unsubscribe and resubscribe because I didn't get any notifications today about the lives. Was the first live on this channel or the other channel? See, like
The other channel.
the other channel.
Hmm.
I didn't get notifications about that one either.
I think, wasn't it? I think it was on the other channel.
Uh,
Maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember now.
Okay, well, I'll unsubscribe both and resubscribe. Huh?
It's because I sent out 3 notifications today. I did like a community post,
Oh,
video re-upload, and then this live is something else. So it's like you get 3 pushes a day. So when you did 3 pushes a day, that means everyone would only get 3 notifications. So after that, there's no more notifications being sent. You just have to look for it on your subscription.
Oh, because I didn't know until Miss Funky. Hey, Miss Funky. Until she let me know.
Hey, Essence, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
We're good. We're good. Better now that you're here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I seen where Ange had her first child. I believe she said, yes, Vicky, is 3. When it comes to talking about her and her family, it's kind of a touchy situation. So I personally prefer not to go too deep into that situation because
mhm.
I think that it's not fair for other people to allegedly say that person's relatives' names, and I don't think that is right. I don't mind debunking the stuff that the Q-Tip had said, but I just don't want to dig too deep into her personal stuff, to be honest.
Exactly.
Her TA.
Especially from things that she has said on other channels and stuff. I think it's probably best that we just kind of leave that topic alone. If she ever wants to come open with it at some point in time, I think that's fine. But she's told us what she wanted to tell on other channels in the past. I think that's probably the way it should just be left. Another channel kind of led her into things that I don't think were true, but that's my thoughts on it.
Deb, I think you're pretty smart, so we can all draw our own conclusions.
Have you, sorry if this topic has already been discussed, did you all see the post from Clown Boy about how A was never his client, he was just managing her, or she was his client, but only in terms of him managing her?
Yeah, it was her manager, like what, her YouTube manager.
Yes, I was thinking, well, if he's managing her, shouldn't she have had her own channel instead of it being under Masa? Maybe that's just me, but I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I had ever heard or read.
hired to sign for her and manage
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Like, okay, she's a celebrity. Well, she is kind of a celebrity, but whatever. Anyway, you
think
guys, I am going to hop off here. It's 11:15 here. I've got to let my doggos out. It was nice seeing all of you guys this evening. I will come back again sometime. But you guys have a good night. Y'all are in good hands because Essence is here.
Oh, wait, him's nasty. You can't go. What do you mean you're leaving?
Yeah, they all wanted you anyway. I was filling in while
What's the
you got here.
password? You can't go. What's the password?
I'm out.
All right. Well, thank you for being here.
Night, guys.
have a good night.
Yep, she is. She is our celebrity friend. Nocturna, did I say hi? He is basically telling his supporters what he is doing. He says, when someone is wrong, they spent a lot of time trying to make people believe. Yeah, okay. You know, and Paul, I've always felt like that. Like, if you go to each of his posts and you're familiar with certain things that are either going on different YouTube channels or what's going on on Reddit, and then you go to his channel and you will see he's basically telling on himself. Like, there's a complete lack of self-awareness and an appalling amount of projection. Like, the projection is crazy.
Well, I think you can always count on him to always tell on himself before anybody else even calls him out. I mean, he did that with the R situation. He started talking about it on his channel before R had even said anything on his own live. So he always sets himself up. You know he's guilty of something when he starts talking about it first.
Yep. That's why if this situation wouldn't have unfolded as quickly as it did, something was going to happen, and there were going to be some allegations about violence and having an episode. And, you know, I'm not denying certain medical things, but I will say that when we look back over the 2.5, almost 3 years prior to, or I guess what would be like 2 years prior to Q-Tip episodes, I never saw a violent episode, and I'm open to correction. I've seen, you know, the each next question. I've seen the ranting and the dual conversations, like an outward expression of a monologue, but I've never seen violence being expressed. So when that came up, I was like, oh yeah, something is about to happen.
I have never seen her be violent, but if I recall correctly, back when she was still doing videos with her heartthrob, before she was hospitalized, I don't know, the first or the second time, I think he had made mention that she got picked up because of some violent behaviors that she was doing on the sidewalk, if I remember correctly. So I think she may have that history there of doing that, but I don't think we've seen it on video.
So wait, CS, are you saying that before, are you talking about the night that she went to the hospital or something separate from that?
Well, I'm saying that's why supposedly she was picked up by the police for one of those hospitalizations. I am really bad with history, so I can't remember which number it was, but it was one of those times where she had really went off the rails and she was picked up by the police and taken in by them. And I think that was the reason given, is because she was out of control and being violent and everything else on the street.
To my understanding, that episode was provoked, and the same person that provoked
highly possible, absolutely.
The person that provoked it reported it.
Okay, I had never heard that. So again, I said I could be wrong. I honestly, that does not surprise me. I don't see her being just like that just because. I can foresee her probably being provoked.
A friend of ours here that worked with her years ago said she had a tendency to be violent back then. And you know, soul shine. I don't take that away from anybody. Anybody can be violent, and then especially if you have certain strands of what she does, it can be heightened. I'm just speaking from my observations, and that doesn't mean that they're definitive or that they're even factual. It's just that's my observation in this particular situation. And with the that night, whenever she went to when she was arrested and then she went to the hospital, a source had confirmed that it was him. So, and I mean, anything that I say could be what is it? Anything that I say could be I want to say speculative. Speculative. I want to say that's what I want to say. I mean, anything that anybody says on the internet doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. Like none of us, I've never shake hands with anybody on this platform.
Right.
I've never shook hands with anybody I've even talked to about. No, I can't say about this topic because I have included different people. But the people that are really close to the situation, I've never shook hands with those people that relay information to me. So everything can be speculative. I'm not saying that she doesn't have violent outbursts, but from what I've seen, we didn't see it until Q-Tip got on the scene. Yep.
Susan keeps asking if we think that our queen would ever be able to support herself with a job. And I want to say that I could see her working a job with some employment training. I don't think she could ever fully support herself with a job. But as part of a program that maybe she was in, I could see her doing some kind of like easy janitorial job or, you know, doing something for a few hours a week. But I don't ever foresee her having the ability to fully support herself working a 40-hour-a-week job or even a full part-time job as far as that goes, even if she's stabilized. I don't know what the rest of you think about that, though.
So Susan had said that in the past, it was stated that she had thrown a plate in a facility. So my response to that is, if I was locked up in a facility that kept me locked down and poked, that's why she doesn't like needles. It poked me with needles and force-fed me medication and wouldn't let me smoke cigarettes or just forcing me to do all of these things, I would throw some plates too.
Right, or if you're withdrawing, you know, yes. All of a sudden. I mean, if I was locked up in that kind of scenario as well, there's no telling what I would do. I would probably be the exact same, to be honest.
Yeah. So I think, you know, things are circumstantial. I'm not saying that she's not. I'm just saying then the only thing I'm saying in this particular situation is I never saw it until Q-Tip hopped on, and we've seen a lot of videos. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Susan. I misread that. She said she was at an outdoor cafe. Okay. So, I mean, it could totally be circumstantial. In this, when I say circumstantial, what I mean is we don't know what was happening in that moment when she did it. If she just randomly decided that she wanted to throw a plate. Yes, made a great point. Like if she's detoxing, withdrawing.
If it's hot outside, I mean, there's so many factors.
Yeah. Depending on medication, no medication, whatever. But I wanted to see, yes, I saw that manager comment and someone said, you know, I'm paraphrasing. Can you elaborate what is a manager? Let me see if there was ever a response, because what does it mean to manage another human being over 40?
He wrote that in response to someone asking about the POA, and I can't remember what the other thing was, but then he responded, "Oh, she only gave me the right to sign for her, and I was just her manager." I'm like, is she trying to start a career as a musician or an artist or something? Like, what is she needing managed? She doesn't
Yes,
have
I was trying to get back to it, but then I came up on this one about how Funky Town is lying and stealing her money. What? Funky Town doesn't even have any money from Angela.
No, absolutely not. He just throws anything out there that one of his minions will latch onto and run with. You can't believe anything that comes out of his mouth or comes out of his fingers that he writes.
Oh, so now he's seeking volunteers. We're actively supporting vulnerable clients who've been manipulated, stalked, and displaced due to ongoing harassment and abuse. Please, all that projecting. Okay, I think this is the one with the POA comment.
Yes, Miss BX, you're absolutely right. It would be like that, but he is trying to backtrack on everything that he has said in his videos. It was funny how quickly he was backtracking on absolutely everything.
I mean, immediately, like as soon as she was free, he instantly went up there and said, "Oh, we're not the police. We're not this. We're not that."
So fast.
Please.
I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast before.
And it's like, instead of just keeping your mouth shut and chilling out and letting the truth reveal itself, this is what you do. It's crazy. Giving him donuts. Oh, this.
Not using the her part of a certain person's name, he's calling her the same thing as the other person, and I think he's doing that so he can still try to get views using that very specific name. He's so calculated in everything that he does.
So Indica said, "Hi, Indica." Indica said she thinks that he was trying to do meet and greets. So you're so shaking in your little boots, so terrified that some made up person is going to do something to you, that you're willing to do meet and greets that are organized on a public platform? Please.
Gonna take A around the country to do meet and greets when she can't even handle, a road trip to Flagstaff. That.
He just made that. He just made that post.
Oh,
within the last hour, he was asking for 45. No. Yeah, we need your help. We're actively supporting vulnerable clients, blah, blah, blah. Urgent need of basic supplies to continue caring for those most at risk. Oh, okay. So I see what you were talking about, Indica. You and CS were talking about the one before, where he was asking for success stories or something like that. Now he's asking for supplies. Please.
Oh, man. Yeah, what was up with his hair today? I think he's losing it a little bit. Well, I mean, he's been losing it, but yeah, something's not right with him. I agree. Quiet but fearless.
What happened to the appointment for the doctor he was taking her to? Right. That was like 2 days ago. So she was supposed to go to an appointment because he wasn't taking her. She was on punishment from how things happened in Flagstaff. He wasn't taking her anyway.
No.
Jane says my husband thinks, I'm sure you ladies were husbands. You they're managers. I was trying to get back to that post chat to find out because somebody said something about the POA, and then somebody else said can you elaborate on the manager? So I was trying to find it, but I didn't find it.
Yeah, I could find it if I could get off of figure out how to bring it up and do this at the same time. But
See, that's why I like doing it the other way around. Like I usually use my phone for hi Pamela. I usually use my phone for StreamYard, and then I use my laptop for YouTube, and then I can open up different pages on my laptop. But right now I'm on the other way around, basically. So it's a little bit trickier. Hey, Teresa. No, Paul, it was like maybe a month or so ago. He was talking about doing meet and greets, and then he was saying something about taking Angela across the country. Hey, Teresa. Look, both of y'all came in at the same time. And then he was talking about taking her across the country. I don't even know if I don't think that would be a good idea.
yes, Jesus Freak, he's a very sick individual. No legit person providing services to someone would ever do that. Again, it's like rage bait, is how I think of it. Doing anything to get a view and to get donations.
Exactly. But this is the thing. This is how I found, I don't know if I should say. Okay. Hi, Mo. Welcome to the chat. But so hopefully in all that clickbait and chaos, Q-Tip loves to post other channels or threads where conversations are happening about him because he just can't keep it to himself. So the hope is that when they come, they will see, the truth. The truth will be revealed. I know tonight we're just kind of having a Discord because I didn't have any plans. I have some leads, but I'm going into the weekend. So most professionals, unless you're paying them, they don't want to talk on the weekend. The hair problem is not loss of its the so I saw that today too, Gina. But I also saw someone the other day had asked, has Q-Tip ever straightened his hair? So I'm thinking that might have been an attempt to do that. And sometimes, anyways, more trash about Funky. He's begging for funding, also creating a wish. So I just saw the wish list and I noticed that another channel just created a wish list as well. It's like a mockingbird or like a reverse mockingbird sometimes. He lost his page and still continues to take. Yes. You're right, Kitty Lover. Because that's all the content is. That's the only content there is. There's no other clients. The canal has been shut down. There's no more Andre House. I don't even know if the connection with the actual charity is happening. Or did I say there's no other clients? Hey, Katie. We're happy you're here.
So many others, just like on one of his videos today, he said, oh, he got so much sleep now. Well, what happened to all the clients that he was supposedly dispensing medication to? Does anyone remember him saying that A wasn't the only one that he had to get out at night and give medications to because he had so many other clients that he was doing it for?
There was no other clients. Just like a couple weeks, like what was it, a week or 2 weeks ago? He was saying, "Oh, we support single moms." What single mom? Where? Because if you had one, we would know. We would definitely know. So yes, local sources have said that the police clear out areas. So I don't know about any of you, but in major cities, where they have like tent cities or cardboard cities, cardboard boxes, where like people take strips. The most famous one I know is like Skid Row, right? So every now and then they'll clean it up. So my local sources have said that they cleaned up the canal, and that's why he's not over there, because there's no homeless people over there. Again, this is what a trusted source told me. But I don't know. You guys couldn't do your research, because I did see him the other night, not on the canal and on a corner. And I was thinking maybe that's because, I don't know, some random people might have called in because he was mocking the security guard of the organization that was allowing him that little corner in the dirt over there with his table. So, like a Brillo pad.
Yeah, I'd heard that too, Miss BX, that Phoenix will go and decide to clean up the canal and other areas, and so nobody will be there for a while, but then they'll eventually gravitate back to there. So I don't know. But at this point, nobody really goes and gets food from him. So, I mean, what's the point? Who are they making food for?
Yeah, there wasn't anybody. Off topic. Has anyone seen? No, Jesus Freak, I haven't. But I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't pop up somewhere soon. Oh, so maybe he's serving. Right, Miss BX. And maybe that's another like central area where homeless people gather. Hello, Katie. I don't think they can be at the canal any longer. He is feeding where the food is distributed on the weekends. Yes, Marie, thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot. But a lot of times with that produce, it's a lot of people out here that make more than the maximum for assistance, but they're like really, really struggling. So a lot of times you'll see, hey, Teresa Cud. A lot of times what you'll see is people that bring fresh produce to residential areas. And there's not necessarily a lot of homeless people in that area, but they're just regular people that are struggling, and they have the benefit of produce. Because serving hot meals, I don't know. It looks good for the camera. But in real life, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. That's what I was saying, Jesus Freak. She definitely, in between her and Mary, they look like they could be potential, victims. Oh, it's Jesus Freak and Jesus is love. But Mary, Jesus is love. I agree with that. And that could be on a, hey, Sammy. That could be on a what is it called? Like it just depends on what she's got going on that day. Yes, Teresa. Thousands of people. Which, when I was doing it, we didn't do it by body counts. We did it by pounds. So how much pounds we distributed, not body counts. So I wouldn't be surprised if the next comment is, oh, we did 50,000 pounds of food this weekend. Please. And it's not even his organization. I think I told you all before that TJ has no record of Q-Tip's organization. So there's a third party here that has the relationship with TJ's, and Q-Tip is just giving the third party their name, and that's how they're able to get stuff. I'm not going to say Jerry. I mean, to some degree, yes, but what he does is not considered a donation. It's called a food rescue. So I'm pretty sure the guidelines around that are liberal, a little. There's a little liberty there because it's food that's being salvaged. It's food that's that there's a surplus of. I do agree, but it's a little tricky. But I totally get what you're saying. The gerbil costume? What gerbil costume? CS, what's the gerbil costume? Sammy, they're asking for you. Lord servant, that's what I heard too. So I don't know if the food is like the produce, because when I did it, we were vegan. So I just bought a lot of that stuff is produce. So it's, you don't get like a lot of, you get fresh stuff. So you have to be able to keep that stuff fresh over a period of time. What I see them serving, which I mean, I guess everywhere could be different, but we didn't get like a lot of from same supermarket. But we didn't get a lot of like noodles. We got meat. We didn't get meat because we were vegan, so maybe the meat went somewhere else. So she could be cooking the food, but it could also be donated from different restaurants in the area. There are other organizations out there that actually do what this organization is claiming to do. And they're live and they're active, because when the conversations were going on about TJs and this type of representation should be unacceptable, I was looking into other areas, other businesses in the area that do that same thing. I mean, you guys could look up, businesses or charities that do food rescues in Arizona, and you could see the same information that I saw. Every Saturday and Sunday, a guy donates hot food. I could see that, Lord serving. I could definitely see that, because there's really a great need. Did anyone wait? I was up all night crying and vomiting. So thank you, D and Fernand. I laid in the couch and watched new Squid Games. Okay. Did anyone see his video? The steak and broccoli. I saw very little steak. Just saying. My thing, hi Italian girl, is there anybody who ate it? And then you notice, like, when people do eat, it's like they're given these big heaping servings, because they know it's not, you're going to take a lot of that food home with you. I hope things begin to balance out for you.
Yes, Gina, I was getting ready to say the exact same thing. He was only doing it to try to prove a point that he was providing it himself or taking from his own stash to look good.
And that's the thing. Everything that Q-Tip touches, he implies to the internet that it is his, or he did it in some way, form, or fashion. It's like everything that he does that's supposed to be, community minded and a service to the community and the vulnerable parts of our society. He just puts those things like they're a link in the chain of his necklace of all of his resources and accolades, when that's not true. Time and time again, it has been proven that this is not accredited to his organization. It's not accredited to him. It's him having access to it and then claiming it as if it's his. Oh, Sammy, we love you. Oh, hey, Tats Marie. You just slid in there. And I didn't see it. I thrown some steak out there because of everyone knowing about. Stop. Yep.
So situation here, say Clown Boy is a narcissist or even has borderline personality disorder, which Perry touched upon, I think, last night or the night before. At any rate, that is the hallmarks of those is, you have to be the best, you have to have attention, you have to stand out. So, I mean, that explains that.
It's crazy. I don't know who is oh, thank you, Mary. I don't know if anybody is in the chat. I know there's people in the chat that have volunteered or served in some capacity in impoverished areas. And just ask yourself, whenever you were out there, did you ever think about putting a camera in someone's face? Did you ever think about putting a camera on yourself and saying, look at me, look at me, look at me? Like, I did this for almost 2 decades, and I never considered pulling out a camera. And a lot of those people, just like our dear friend, they feel invisible. They feel like their voice doesn't matter. They need a safe space to be able to, a lot of times, like, yes, there are some people, they want a couple of dollars so that they can go get some liquor or whatever their drug of choice is, or something like that. But a lot of them, they've learned that nobody sees them, nobody hears them. They're basically invisible. So if they were to come up to you and tell you, most of them have an extensive history of trauma, their life story, like, you wouldn't want to listen to it. So it's like they've learned the short way to go with just, let me just feed my habit, or, nobody cares. So then to turn around and have this clown just exploiting your image, basically, because he wants to look like he's doing this service. It's me, look at me, look at me, look at me. But it's like, you literally have people around you that are hurting, that are hungry, that have already went through all types of situations. Like, how many of those people does Q-Tip even know their name or anything about them? Where they came from, where they're from, what do they even like the food that you're serving? Oh, guys, oh, you didn't like it tonight. What do you like? Maybe I could try to get that for you. Or it's just, I don't know. People that have never did that work and they've never been in that arena, it's like they look at this as if it's a service. And in all actuality, I hate this. I absolutely hate this, where you walk into a space that's supposed to be serving people, but because food is an absolutely basic essential. We need food, water, and air. Housing is speculative at this point. We need food, water, and air. So in order for me to get a basic essential, I have to get treated like crap, and I have to go on camera and have this narrative painted about me. That's terrible. Who would want to do that? If any of us were down on our luck bad enough that we had to take to the streets, that's just dehumanizing. It is literally food is a basic essential. And I know that there's a lot of channels out there that, they videotape people, and a lot of those channels actually do a lot of good because of their intention behind it and because of their approach. And the channel provides them with a substantial income to be able to serve even more, because the reality is we all want to do this, that, and the third, but you can't do anything without money. But it's the approach, it's the delivery, it's the belittling. Does anybody ever, let me get a raise of hands for, has anyone ever heard something encouraging coming from Q-Tip. Exactly, Kathleen. The most vile things. Flattered from 5K. No, even when our town was flattered from, not even then. Yeah. I've been on both sides of a food line, and no, I never saw it exactly. I mean, sometimes, people will come in if they're representing like a magazine or a news station or something like that. And you can remove yourself. But it's like, this is just a constant, every single day, there's constantly a camera being put out there in somebody's face. Oh, this is such and such. This is such and such. It would be a better angle if people were given a space to feel seen or feel heard. Like, let those people open up and say what they want to say. But people know when they're in survival mode, they know who to trust and who not to trust. 500 while begging for money to feed the homeless. Exactly. Yes, Jerry, absolutely. As a form of punishment. Yes, Miss BS. Most professional organizations, they don't allow any type of filming. And if there is some form of filming, there is it's like in your paperwork. Whenever you come in, you either accept or deny being on film. How is he raising funds and having an include? That's, I don't know if that can be reported, but if it has a friend's name on it, then it needs to be shut down, because I don't think that's how that works. It should be a safe space, especially for children and women who are unhoused. Exactly, Tara. Exactly. And that's another reason why over time we started seeing these numbers decrease and decrease and decrease. Hey, Nicole. I remember when was only with a few days and the guy was trying to get sober and he would, yep, I remember that too. And that's not like, there was nothing that happened in that moment that was intense enough for someone to be called out of their name. That's a clear reflection of a lack of patience, a lack of experience, and a lack of intelligence, amongst many other things. Someone is trying to get sober. They're probably going through withdrawals. They got all these different things going on in their body, in their mind. They're still very much in survival mode. And you have the nerve to say, oh, well, he doesn't listen. He does what he wants to do. He's such an idiot. You cannot be serious. As a professional claiming to aid and help people that are in destitute situations, no, never. You can't put a comment in this stream about how A is safe and got banned. No, because it's a vacuum over there. It's only people that are in agreement can speak over there. Well, and be acknowledged or heard, or every now and then it gets overlooked and somebody gets in. Oh, I love you too, Jerry. He even told a person last week he would edit them out when they said they didn't want to be exact, and then left the video footage for it. Come on. Yeah, class act. That's the class act. Disgusting is one of the many words. Yes, Katie. And then whenever, not to mention that R was riding around with no license in this businesses, the businesses CEO or whatever the title is, car. The client is riding around in the organization's lead representative's car with the client knowingly has no license at nighttime to distribute medication to an alleged other client with no reporting system on how, when, what time, where this medication is being distributed. Hey guys, hit that thumbs up on your way in. Gotta throw that in there. Y'all know I'm not a real y'all know I'm not a YouTuber, because I don't ever say hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you, chat, for reminding me how much bullies and belittles everyone be enough for his to say this is wrong and not watch. Exactly. I do remember whenever the R thing happened, there were a lot, exactly, Katie, giving medication to another alleged client. But I do remember when that happened with R, that there were a lot of people in the chat saying, don't call him that, don't call him that. And I didn't hear an apology. Did you guys? Did you guys hear an acknowledgement? I think it was like a month or weeks later when there was an acknowledgement. And this is the thing, whenever he wouldn't lie to the police, now he becomes an addict, a pathological liar, a career criminal. Sir, we knew, not the career criminal, but we knew the other stuff. I can't say pathological liar, but we knew that he was an addict from the very beginning. So now, because he won't do what you want him to do, you're trying to cast this negative light on him so people won't listen to him. But you're not giving us any new information. And if anybody has ever looked up R's record, which kudos to him, I hope he's still sober. I want the best for him, and I hope that he gets professional help through this situation. I'm rooting for him, that he has people rally around him that he can confide in, feel safe in, and that believe in him, and that he believes in himself. But when you go and you look up his record, all his stuff is petty stuff. It's very petty. There's no like armed robberies or home invasions or bank rob. There's nothing crazy on his record. All of his stuff is very minimal. I'm not excusing, I'm not glorifying anything about crime. I'm just saying, whenever you look at it, it looks like he's an addict, basically. Don't have blue lights on or amber color, but I thought, yes, I believe I saw that too. I'm pretty sure somebody has a video of it, and that video has been turned over. I mean, he got in the car after, and that too, just last night. Oh, but he was only getting intoxicated off of H2O, please. Miss B, I believe it's just like in this situation with our beloved friend, the exact same thing happened, where he was setting the stage before, oh, she's violent. We didn't have a good trip. She had outbursts. She was mean. She hit me. Or he was setting the stage. That's what he does. He can sense when someone is finally getting out from underneath his control. So when that happens, now he wants to control the narrative that the public sees. He slammed A for having an accident in his car. She is on. Why are you surprised? That part with Wes mom. Anybody like that's ever been through, hey artists, anybody that has ever been through, like if you've had any type of surgery, I have screenshots and videos. Thank you, Teresa. I knew it in my heart. I knew it. I think I agree with that, Beach Girl. I definitely agree. I've been thinking that from the beginning. See, that's what I get. I lost my train of thought. Let me speak. He's now back to. Oh yes. Gina, it's LIP. It's Teresa. We're just all. I am an individual that watches YouTube, and I am just expressing my opinions on the things that I have seen on YouTube. That's it. Teresa, I think Funky Town doesn't want to be associated with collecting money from. I mean, Funky Town, if you want to chime in, you can. I don't really know, but he expressed earlier in the chat that he didn't want to be associated with collecting any funds for our friend, because there's all these like allegations and people turning on him. I don't know all the situation. I only know a little bit, so I don't know. Maybe it's something you guys talked about before. I just saw one of them got deleted. Well, it's about time, Jerry. Somebody got. Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw one of them got deleted, so I thought that was what was happening. Sorry. I probably should just let it work out on its own. I'm sorry. You could tell absolutely not. And the thing, Jerry, he's been underneath ours for long enough. It's about time we get underneath there. Just like he threatened to cut her, lied and said he said the police would yet had a pager. Yes. And then he had that watch on her. Hey, Wilson. Tonette. Yes, he is definitely mocking God and his prayers, the wrath of God. Yeah, God don't play. God don't play. Whether you believe in him or not, he don't play. And you can't use God for clout. He has threatened to expose for having mental illnesses. He's going to release the tapes of why he is a whatever. It doesn't, I mean, we already know, Sammy, if he releases the tapes, he's really just going to incriminate himself, just like he always does. Just like when he released that footage, what was it, last week or the week before? And it was like, doesn't she look better now than how she was before? And she think just getting fat. I mean, not fat, but just gaining weight means someone looks better. No. Him and Angela laughed when he said he had to keep. That's crazy. That's just sick. That's just disgusting. And then his thing with the beach girl was, oh, she's got needs. She's adult. Why would you that was a part of being punitive and belittling? That is a form of exerting some mental manipulation, control over somebody. Tinkerboo. He was underneath the impression that everything Q-Tip was telling him was true. He's no longer underneath that impression, but he was underneath the impression that he was going to make him rich. Oh, good night, Teresa. Frank is. I agree, Sammy. It's just things have to be put in the appropriate context for Frank. Teresa, I don't want you to leave. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Money definitely. He's always telling on himself, Miss B. That's how we all ended up here, really. Well, some of us came from the thread, but CS, are you still there? Lisa, we are working on that. We are working on that. Uh-oh. So, okay. By the way, before the man comes in here and finds me on his... Yes, Jerry, with the ones that love him and care about him, that's where it should be. Go Perry. Is Perry in here? So he promised. He did, Diane, and he didn't make good on that. Yes, Nicole, he has. We're not going to talk in depth about it, but he has been made aware of the facts. Are you leaving, Katie? Good night, Katie. Hey, Perry. Welcome to the chat. Allegedly, Midwest Mom. Allegedly. That's what he told us. But someone in here said they lured. Yeah, right, whatever. The truth is not a lie, guys. The truth is not a lie. This is the thing. If somebody could just walk up to her and tell her something about, can somebody just walk up to you and tell you, you're welcome, Nicole, about your own. Perry is on someone else's chat telling him off. Huh? Oh, okay. Perry was over there. What did he say, Perry? Perry are gonna come tell us what he said. This is the thing. Can someone walk up to you off the streets, a complete stranger, and tell you more about your situation than what you know about your own situation? The short was clown in a squirrel costume, prancing around with that. Please. Oh, you got. It's all right, Perry. It's easy to make up another one. He's the master at it. We've seen him. He says he has 9 channels. Oh, you did too, G? And see, that's the thing I was thinking. I didn't plan on coming on here until Sunday at the earliest. But I had considered that, I have really mixed feelings about the whole situation and how things evolved on the back end and, how we got to this space where we are. And then, because, guys, I want to come in on here and I want to say facts. And I have experience in psychology. I have experience in nonprofits and feeding people that whole arena. And I have financial experience on a professional level. So with my collective of experiences, I can foreshadow certain circumstances and kind of give you guys a bigger picture if you're not familiar with those areas, right? But I just like to come here and give you more like a factual base of information. So I wasn't going to come here, but then I started thinking that there's all this attention that's being put on this channel from Q-Tip's channel. It's a good idea because we still want a speedy justice, even though that the speedy part seems like a pipe dream for right now. But being here and pointing out different things and us continuing to have these conversations, my hope is that when people come here from that other space, they will see like, yo, it's a lot of people over here. This is not a LIP thing. This is not a Teresa thing. Like, this is not a Reddit thing. This is like, let me look further. Let me dig deeper into this. Are these people as dumb as this clown claims that they are? And then in that, they will see that we might be onto something. Who did you guys see? Anything he releases because he withheld her meds from her is very sick. Yes. Serious people. Oh, no, thank you, guys. If it wasn't for y'all, then I wouldn't be here. And I'm just hoping. Hey, Samantha. I'm just hoping that other people come here that, haven't stepped outside of the illusion that is being presented. Come punk. Well, Perry, the truth is not a lie. That Leon that came in is trying to convince E to go to Australia. I say yes. Please take him away. Does anybody know about moving to Australia? To my knowledge, you can visit, but you can't stay. Perry. We thank you for your sacrifices. Exactly, Karen. Who came in here? Hold on, guys. I'm being nosy. Oh, now I see the gerbil outfit. So we're making it so now it's not humiliating others, it's humiliating yourself for likes and clicks. People really think that someone that's going to run around in a gerbil outfit is a professional. Someone running around in a gerbil outfit in the middle of, what's the temperature in AZ? 100? Always passing? Yes. Never any accountability. It's always someone else. And then the people that the accusations are going to couldn't be even further from the truth. He says they took her and she has no meds, but leaves out. He wouldn't let, exactly. He wouldn't let her have meds. He wouldn't let her have her food stamp card, her ID, her clothing, her shoes, her hygiene products, any of her jewelry that she's collected. I suppose so, beach girl, in this situation. But how could you, can you guys imagine a CEO or a CFO or a COO of a business that's supposed to be a charity, a nonprofit, that is aiding and serving the homeless and addicted community, running around in a gerbil outfit? I get it. Some things are catchy and gimmicky, but all of the things that we've seen from this clown, he should just put on a clown suit. I wonder if it still has funds. Maybe her current helpers can help her get her funds. I don't know how GoFundMe works. Does anybody know how GoFundMe works? Like if they create a GoFund do you have access to it, or is it the person that created it has to disperse it to you? How does that work? Oh, Gina said that's been taken out. I know that some of those, there's a couple of them, and some of them were reported and had to be taken down. I just want to say, be careful who you allow to speak on the panel. Some of are talking about coming.
Hey.
Yes?
Hey, everyone. I'm about to post a link. So if you guys would like to donate to Angela, do it at this link I'm about to post.
Okay. That's the one that goes directly to her, right?
Yes, it goes directly to her.
Okay. I just want to say, for anybody that's new coming into the chat, Funky is not taking any donations or collecting any funds for Angela. You guys, if you've been watching the chat, you know who's posting the link. I did say something about it, but I just don't want to repeat it just for the clown is probably here somewhere listening. So, but Funky is not taking any funds for Angela. Let me say this for his Kool-Aid drinkers in the back. He would not let her get, exactly. Thank you, Midwest Mom. He wouldn't let her get her meds. No, Karen, that's not the same Sandy. No, hers was with a Y. If they're honest about who they are. Let me see. What chat is using for his the most recent channel? No, not the most recent one. Is it the most recent one? So there's 2 that got taken down, and there's 3 other ones. One was just created. It's not that one. It was the one that was created before then. He's a coward weasel. Yes, he is. That's why that costume should have been a weasel. It wasn't me. I found this last night. Yeah, I know it wasn't you, Sandy. Because the other one, the name ends in a Y and not an IE. There are 3 Q-tip minions on his live right now talking about how we got rid of them. Who did they get rid of? I'm really confused. He's about to get rid of himself. I can't blow up the chat tonight, so it's hard for me to read. I reported it, but the way it's supposed to work is someone can set it up for you, but then the name recipient gets a link. Yeah, so I don't know how she would get the link to be able to access the funds. Funky, did you want to say something? Yeah, because people with on Reddit, y'all see it, they don't take donations. Are you talking about the one that's like making clear like Funky is Funky and Reddit is Reddit? We're two different things. I'm on Reddit, but it is two different things. That sounds like, I agree. Came in but wasn't kicked out. Leon came in but wasn't kicked out. Is that for us or them? Leon and only just said that we invited her up to talk the other night and she said no. She said next time she's going to say yes. Okay, that's fine. Come on up, Buttercup. I will give you the mic. Because I might have a little bit of persuasion in me. Yeah, that's the thing, because with the tablet, the Q-tip didn't set up the tablet. So I don't think she would have access to it. I need a snack, y'all. What snacks are y'all eating? Who's got some good snacks? I told her to tell us what she had to say. And why? That's really cowardice. That's really cowardice. She's doing good, Fern. I can't talk about the conversation in great lengths, but she's doing good. Funky Ninja said she emailed you. She's gonna get on the panel next time. Why not today? Seize the moment. He wouldn't let her take her things, so she doesn't have his dirty things, and that's good. I just grabbed some barbecue chips here. Ooh, that sounds good, Kitty Lover. Oh, spring roll. I didn't even know they have spring rolls. For sure bashing us in E's chat. It's okay. This is real ignorant. Key lime, that's my favorite. Okay, well, I'm here. She can come in. Funky can drop the link. I'll open the platform to her. We'll let her ramble for a little bit. Oh, I got some ice cream too, Sandy. I got vanilla. What kind do you have? Oh, a Funky. No, Funky, they're asking you for the donation link. Mm-hmm. Yes, Jesus is love. Hey, Ninja. Oh, that's my second favorite, Jerry. And when they do it right, I like the Cheesecake Factory has really good carrot cake. Mocha fudge. That sounds good. I just have vanilla. That would be perfect. So if you're with and you're on here, go up. Yes, come on. If you're with Q-Tip, Little Boots, Khaki Pants, the clown of all clowns, the platform is open. There's a link just above. You can hit the link. Come and talk to us. Share your opinions. Your thought. This can be your sounding board. Yes, I don't think you should. Unless we're all going to go over there. Can you guys hear me chewing? I'm sorry. Sherry, you need a snack. Now I'm eating barbecue chips, but I'm thinking about that. Snitchy pestiferous. Oh man. Now I want ice cream. A Reese's Klondike bars. Again, if any of looks like we're smoking the wildwood weed. Smoking the wildwood, please. Please. Funky. I thought you said he responded. Did you get an email from Japanese Ninja? Yeah, I'm about to post it. No, that's not it. Okay. I thought you said he did. Oh, so he's saying, oh, that's why. No, I just haven't eaten. What did I eat earlier? I went to the soup because, again, I wasn't planning on hopping over here. So this was like a last minute thing. I didn't actually eat like real food today. That's what I got you. This is love. I got some crumbs in there now. It's like a little bitty thing. Yes, Midwest mom, she couldn't get her ID. She couldn't get her food stamp card. And she couldn't get ID, food stamp card, her medication, her clothing, her shoes, her hygiene. No defibrillators. Ninja, he said, email back. A medic twisted biscuit. Flying biscuits. Oh, I don't know where. Twisted biscuits. Where did you come from? You hear me chewing, Gina? Sorry. I just got some Doritos and oh, that sounds interesting. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to wing it, but did y'all hit the like button on the way in? Did she get? Not yet, Miss BX. Thank you, Jerry. Oh, did you guys hear about the I know I'm off topic. I'm sorry, my stomach is in my brain. Did you guys hear about oh sorry. Miss BX, she has great, yes. Sometimes her old friends from high school would tell her hi and contact them, but I don't know if they ever did or if that. Do you think that was something he made up, Beach Girl? Well, thank you for being here, Twisted Biscuit. Do you want to hop on the channel? I would have gave you some, Gina. That's a rule in my house. We don't eat food in front of people unless we're gonna share. Twisted Biscuit, you want to hop on? Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you saw them in the chat saying hi, and the message was not relayed. No, he cannot. There are barely any people who can contact. Keeping it to local people who she sees and trusts. The circle is small, so she isn't scared, and that's respectable. And it has to be tight because it's just too many things going on out here. And you know, Jerry, I say that all the time. I blame her. She's part of it. Because people aren't just born like that, y'all. They're just not. Guys, is anybody out? You're too nervous. It's just like a phone call. That's it. I'll help you through it. That's how it should be. Build her support base.
There's the link at the top, guys, and it's in the chat if you would like to donate.
The link is in the top.
Yep, it's at the top and it's in the chat. So
I think my thing changed. Oh, okay, I see it.
So if you guys would like to donate directly to Angela and to the people the professional people who has her, this is the direct link to her. No one else. Thank you.
Thank you, Funky. Yes, CS. If I can do it, anybody can do it too. It's just like a phone call. It's like, I think you should come, Twisted Biscuit. Maybe not today, but when you get comfortable. I think sometimes she got confused with her sister, with the police. Her sister, I believe, was more affected with mental illness than A, and they were identical. I could see that, Beach Girl. I don't know for a fact that her sister was in the same area as her. Are you saying that because of photos? Like history, I guess. Oh, the sister was Sammy? I didn't know. But I thought she was further, like she was like a little while away. Like she wasn't in the immediate area. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that. When she was first going to that one hospital, when they were all trying to drag her in there, she said she's always paying for it. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Beach Girl. It won't see. That's the thing. Remember, Funky Town, how the other day when I was saying like the link is not a live link. So I don't know what's different. CS was your you got on your tablet, so you could copy and paste. Tanette, are you're on your phone or a laptop or a tablet? Because for me, I'm on my laptop and I'm usually on my phone, but I was able to copy and paste the link that he was in contact. Yeah, he definitely was not in contact with no family. The iPhone. Okay, chat, can you help Tanette access the link? Not that one. Oh, no, Funky, drop the link to the chat. To StreamYard. Okay, thank you, Midwest Mom. Okay, so copy and paste the link on my tablet. See, and that's the thing on the phone, it doesn't let you copy from YouTube. Tanette, do you see this stream here? Is it? No, not Danette. Tanette. It's above the link. TONITTE. I might be saying it wrong. Oh, Beach Girl says they both went to. Okay, yes. There's an orbit for her sister. An obit. Oh, yes, I saw that, Tara. I don't think it matters, though. They were not close. Hey, Connie. Which is interesting. I'm going to post a link to donate directly to Angela's team on my community page as well. Tanette, the one that says CS just dropped it for StreamYard, and then Funky Town, the last one he dropped is for StreamYard. Yes, the StreamYard link. So what's going to happen is it's going to take you to a page. It's going to have like your information with your email that's on your phone on there. And you hit yes. But then when you get to the next page, it's going to say, how do you want to show up on the screen? And you type in how you want to show up on the screen. Nothing else is revealed to the public. Yes, she was Kitty Lover. Sorry, I click on the link and it opens in a browser. I copy and paste to a different browser that has mic and camera access. Okay, thank you. Is it working, Tanette? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I cannot come on that link. Need a link that lights up in the blue. That's what we were saying, Italian girl. You can copy and paste the link into your browser. Yeah, I don't know. Funky Town, what's happening? Why is it not? It wasn't live for me. I had to copy and paste it on my laptop into my browser. Let me see. Okay. Thank you. I know sometimes people's names have different undertones. Let me see. Which one is this? Okay, I'm trying to see. Yeah, Funky is still not showing up blue. Like usually when it's blue, the person can just tap it from their phone and it'll go straight to StreamYard and then they can come in. So I don't know how else to access it when you're on your phone. Yeah, how is the can you when you're posting it, can you do like a right? I don't know. I don't know how to post that link, guys. Funky, I'm about to hop off. Do you want to take over? I don't want to just start rambling. Okay, let me see. Okay, guys, I'm going to try it from my end. It looks white on my end. I don't know, guys. Is it?
Hello, everyone. Hello, G. Hello, Christy. Hello, James. Hello, Cecilia. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Bite9. Hello, Kim. Hello, Annette. Hey, Kitty Lover. Hey, Hey, Justin, Florida. Hey, Michelle.
So the link works, Midwest Mom? Italian girl says it won't work. Which Midwest Mom, was it the one that I dropped or the one that Funky Town dropped?
Hello, Gigi, Chicago. Hello, Jesus is love.
Can you guys still hear me? It's like delayed or something. Like I could no longer hear it from my computer since I sent that link. This is weird. Good night, Tara. Can you guys still hear me? Because I can't.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So does anybody want to hop on? You gonna hop on, Gina? You gonna hop on tonight? Oh, you're saying yes, you can hear me. Okay. I don't know why whenever I opened YouTube on my phone, it was because I had it open on my phone. Maybe that's mom. Do you still hear an echo? All right, well, guys, I'm about to hop off. Thank you all for being here with me. Here it's Friday night, so hopefully everybody has a wonderful weekend. Funky, are you gonna take over?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Okay. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Esmond.
Good night, Miss Funky. Y'all have a good night.
You too.